Absolute savagery. Bron Breakker just committed what might be the most despicable, cowardly, and disgusting act in recent WWE history, and if you're not absolutely enraged right now, you need to check your pulse. This genetic freak, this second-generation superstar who everyone was championing as the future of WWE, just revealed his true colors on Smackdown, and they're blood red. Cody Rhodes, the undisputed WWE champion, the man who finished his story, the people's champion. And Sami Zayn, the lovable underdog, the heart and soul of WWE, the wrestler who finally achieved his dream. Both of them were left broken, battered, and bleeding in the middle of the ring, victims of Breakker's unprovoked rampage. This wasn't competition. This wasn't settling a score. This was a 2-on-1 massacre that left the WWE Universe in complete shock. Breakker didn't just attack these beloved superstars, he decimated them with a level of brutality that made everyone question whether we've been wrong about him this entire time. But before we expose every horrifying detail of this betrayal, before we reveal why this attack might be the most calculated move in recent WWE memory, you need to take action this second. Destroy that subscribe button like Bron Breakker just destroyed two of WWE's most beloved champions. Annihilate that notification bell because Ring Rumble 1 is the only channel brave enough to tell you the truth that corporate media won't. We don't bow to anyone. We don't sanitize anything. We deliver the explosive, controversial analysis that makes wrestling fans think and debate. So subscribe right now, enable all notifications, and become part of the fearless community that's reshaping wrestling commentary. Now let's dissect this nightmare. Before we dive into the carnage, we need to establish exactly who Bron Breakker victimized, because this makes his actions even more reprehensible. Cody Rhodes, need I say more? This is the man who left WWE, conquered the independent scene, became one of the biggest names in all of professional wrestling, and then returned with one mission: finish his story. Against impossible odds, against the Bloodline's tyranny, against Roman Reigns himself, Cody persevered. He captured the undisputed WWE Championship at WrestleMania and gave the WWE Universe the cathartic moment we'd been waiting years to experience. And Sami Zayn. This man's journey is legendary. Years of being the lovable loser, the underdog who never caught a break, the performer who gave everything but never received his due. His emotional reunion with Kevin Owens, his heartbreaking storyline with the Bloodline, his triumphant Intercontinental Championship victory, Sami represents everything beautiful about never giving up on your dreams. These aren't heels. These aren't villains. These are two of the most respected, most beloved, most admired superstars in the entire industry. And Breakker targeted both of them in one vicious assault. Let me reconstruct this horrific scene moment by agonizing moment because you need to understand the premeditated nature of this attack. Smackdown was proceeding normally. Cody Rhodes and Sami Zayn were in the ring, addressing the WWE Universe about their respective championship pursuits. The crowd was electric. The energy was phenomenal. Two fan-favorite champions connecting with their audience in the way only true superstars can. Then the music hit. Bron Breakker's music shattered the arena atmosphere like glass exploding. Initially, nobody thought anything sinister was happening. Breakker walking out during a segment with top champions. That's normal. That's a young lion making a statement. The WWE Universe actually cheered when he appeared because everyone respects his talent. Cody and Sami looked at each other, probably expecting a confrontation, maybe a verbal exchange, perhaps even a challenge for a future match. Cody Rhodes, being the champion and leader he is, immediately rushed to defend his fellow champion. He threw bombs at Breakker. Punches that have floored legends. But Breakker, this 230-pound ball of rage and muscle, absorbed them like they were nothing and responded with devastating strikes of his own. What followed wasn't a fight, it was systematic annihilation. Breakker went full psychopath mode, alternating between victims like a shark in a feeding frenzy. He grabbed Sami Zayn and delivered a gorilla press slam that sent the Intercontinental Champion crashing to the canvas with bone-rattling impact. Before Sami could even process what happened, Breakker was already targeting Cody. The undisputed champion fought valiantly. Cody Rhodes is no stranger to adversity. He's battled the best in the world. But Breakker was possessed by something demonic. His strikes came with murderous intent. His slams were delivered with maximum violence. His entire demeanor screamed calculated destruction. Breakker caught Cody attempting a disaster kick and countered with a powerslam so devastating that the ring shook from the impact. Cody's championship reign flashed before his eyes as his spine collided with the mat. But Breakker wasn't satisfied with just overpowering both champions. Oh no, this monster needed to make an unforgettable statement. He dragged Sami Zayn's semi-conscious body to the center of the ring, looked directly into the hard camera with eyes that showed no humanity, no remorse, no soul, and delivered his devastating spear. But this wasn't just any spear, this was a spear delivered with the force of a runaway locomotive. Sami's body folded like an accordion. The air exploded from his lungs. His eyes rolled back as consciousness fled. The WWE universe was screaming. Some fans were crying. Others were frozen in disbelief. But Breakker, he was just getting started. As medical personnel started rushing toward the ring, as referees and officials tried desperately to restore order, Bron Breakker committed the act that transformed this from assault to attempted murder in the court of wrestling opinion. He grabbed Cody Rhodes, the WWE champion, the locker room leader, the man who finished his story, and delivered the gorilla press POWERSLAM. Not onto the mat, not onto the canvas, but directly onto Sami Zayn's already broken body. The sickening collision of bodies. The anguished screams from both champions. The horrified reactions from everyone watching. This was barbaric. This was inhuman. This was Bron Breakker revealing himself as the most dangerous and ruthless competitor in WWE. And as both champions lay motionless, their bodies twisted in unnatural positions, Breakker stood over them like a conqueror surveying his fallen enemies. No celebration, no emotion, just cold, terrifying satisfaction. When EMTs finally secured the scene, and it took dozens of personnel to ensure Breakker wouldn't attack again, the damage assessment was catastrophic. Cody Rhodes, severe bruising, possible rib injuries, potential concussion. The undisputed champion who's carried Smackdown on his shoulders might be sidelined indefinitely. Sami Zayn, multiple contusions, spinal trauma, internal injuries. The Intercontinental Champion who finally achieved his dreams might have those dreams shattered by one cowardly attack. Both men were stretchered out of the arena. Third, where was his father? Rick Steiner's son just committed career suicide from a public relations standpoint. Where was the guidance? Where was the wisdom from his legendary lineage? Fourth, what are the consequences? Will WWE suspend him? Fine him, or reward this behavior because it creates ratings and controversy? Here's a theory that's terrifying in its plausibility. What if WWE orchestrated this entire assault? Think about it. SmackDown has been dominated by the same names for months. Cody Rhodes and Sami Zayn are beloved, but they're also established. WWE needs fresh storylines. They need unpredictable chaos. They need someone willing to be the villain that fans genuinely hate. Enter Bron Breakker, the genetic freak with the legendary surname who's been underutilized despite his incredible talent. What better way to rocket him to main event status than having him destroy two beloved champions in one shocking attack? The lack of security response. Too convenient. The fact that Breakker faced no immediate consequences. Too suspicious. The perfect camera angles capturing every horrific moment. Too calculated. I'm not saying this theory is definitive, but the evidence is too compelling to ignore. Here's the unfiltered reality. Bron Breakker just changed everything. Whether this was planned by WWE management or Breakker going rogue, the landscape has been violently altered. Cody Rhodes' championship reign threatened. Sami Zayn's redemption story interrupted. SmackDown's entire direction completely unpredictable. And Breakker, he's now the most hated man in professional wrestling. Every arena he enters will rain down boos. Every appearance will generate massive heat. He's transformed himself from future star to present villain. But here's what Breakker doesn't understand. He just attacked two of the most resilient warriors in WWE history. Cody Rhodes came back from leaving WWE to achieve his ultimate dream. Sami Zayn overcame years of setbacks to finally capture championship gold. These men don't stay down. They don't quit. They don't surrender. When they recover, and they will recover, the retribution they deliver will be legendary. Breakker just started a war he can't possibly win. This assault represents a seismic shift in WWE's trajectory. Championship programs just got demolished. WrestleMania plans just got thrown into chaos. The entire SmackDown roster just got put on notice. If Bron Breakker can destroy two champions simultaneously, who's safe? What line won't he cross? This heinous attack represents everything controversial about professional wrestling. Bron Breakker crossed every boundary, violated every code, and potentially destroyed two beloved champions' momentum. Your voice matters. Are you outraged? Do you think Breakker went too far? What punishment does he deserve? Explode in the comments and let the world hear your opinion. If you haven't subscribed to Ring Rumble 1, you're missing the most honest wrestling analysis on YouTube. Subscribe now and join the revolution. The war has just begun.